Cesc Fabregas went to Chelsea Football Club last season. Jose Mourinho puts Matic alongside him. He puts Ramirez maybe alongside him in certain games. And so you could say, OK, he influenced the decision of Arsene Wenger. But don't put them Flamini alongside him. But taking that forward, you could make one mistake by playing, say, for instance, Flamini with Fabregas and not being powerful enough. But then you sign Arteta and you turn him into a midfield player. Rosicky signs a wide player, turns him into a midfield player. Ramsey plays midfield even though he's a wide midfield player. Cazorla now, this team here that we've got in front of us, so for 10 years it's not just Cesc Fabregas, it's a continual string of errors. It's a sustained period of time. This you could add more to it. I'm sure that players who've played in that central, who are small, who are diminutive, who are good football players, who are not even central midfield. Oxlade-Chamberlain. I mean, look, I've got great respect for Arsenal as a football club. I think they're a fantastic football club. I think Arsene Wenger's job is absolutely amazing. But this is I just cannot get my head around why you would not sign players of power to assist these talented players that you've got to enable them to win the league. It's the one big, if you like, black mark that I've got against Arsene Wenger in this last 10 years of why he hasn't identified the issue with these types of players in central midfield, because they cannot win the league with those types of players. It can't happen.
He did identify it as soon as he come. Vieira was one of his first signings. His first summer was Petit. I just don't see how he's gone away from that.
Go on, Thierry, why do you think that's happened then? And Gary's saying there, you cannot win the league, you said, Gary, with those two.
I don't think you can with those two in midfield. I don't think so, no.
I think that's a good pair, personally.
Good enough to win the league?
With the team that he has, I think that's a good pair. Now, would I have gone, for example, for Schneiderlin or someone else? I think I would. I would have tried to bring someone else, and I agree with you on that. Since he didn't bring someone, I think that's the strongest partnership that he can have there.
I think it's the strongest partnership he could possibly have. I think McCarthy and Barry are a good pair, but I don't think they'll win you the league. And I think are we talking about Arsenal here? I'm measuring Arsenal because I remember them as being title winners. Are we still measuring them as title winners?
Yes.
Because I think they're a good pair. So if we're measuring them as title winners, they're not a good pair. They're not.
You think that's not good enough?
It's good enough. That's the best Arsenal have got.
I don't think it's good enough to win the league. I think it's arrogance. I really do. To think that you're not going to adapt your team to change, to impact upon the other teams that you're playing against and their strengths. I
don't look. I played there. I don't think it's arrogance. I think that it's belief.
But it doesn't work.
Arsene and the players believe that they can play like that and they can outplay teams at times. Well, whether people like it or not, it's belief.
No, well, it's either naive or arrogance, because they keep losing this way. So for me, it's either naivety or arrogance. Belief, it's misheld belief.
But last season we spoke how long we were utilising about them on the show, about the Man City game.
Yeah.
Where they went there, Cazorla played central mid. What are you laughing at?
Utilising.
You've invented a word as well, brilliant.
But it was a massive change, wasn't it? And I think in the Charity Shield as well, second half, they defended deep, they looked to counter-attack against Chelsea. Now, this is a home game, so it's slightly different, but it's yet to be seen in this season. If they go away from home in those big games, will they resort to what they did last season and got them success?
They showed against City that they can do it. They can do it. I think sometimes against team, especially away from home in this league, when you go and play away from home at United, away from home at City, away from home at Chelsea, you need to have a different approach.
Honestly, no word of lie, if it wasn't United winning the league, Arsenal would be the football club I'd want to win the league out of the ones that are at the top. They're absolutely, for the respect, great football club. I just wish they'd correct this issue of lacking power and strength in the middle of the team.